Alright guys, we are back today with a new car update. This is my new to me 2007 F-150 FX4. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. I've already done quite a few things to it since I got it, but I kind of wanted to have a video of it when I first got it, and we're basically halfway through upgrading this thing and getting it up to my par. So that being said, here's the first video of it. Like I said, there's going to be quite a few more upgrades to it, but I want to have a first kind of like a baseline of a video here, just to track the progress as I own it. But like I said, this is a 2007 F-150 FX4. I've been wanting a truck for quite a while now, as you can see in some of the videos I've uploaded. I've kind of mentioned it here and there. I've been really wanting a truck, and I was going to bite the bullet and buy a newer one in the spring. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I was just going to drive the Windstar for a little bit, but this ended up popping up. This was my dad's buddy's truck, one of his work friends. So basically the story with this thing goes, he bought it back in 2011, I believe, from Florida. He had it shipped up from this dealership, Don Reed. So he had it shipped up, rust-free truck. He had it undercoated, rust-proofed, and only drove it through one winter himself. He had the truck from 2011 to last spring, sold it to his brother. His brother wanted to get a new truck and upgrade, and there was a few problems that this had, which is why I basically bought it for so cheap. I paid about $5 for this thing, and honestly, I could not pass this up. That's why the Windstar's going. So anyways, the brother was going to trade it in, and I bought it for trade-in value. And with that being said, it needs some brakes, tires, and just like general things. But a lot of these F-150s, the rear ends go on them and they start making a whining noise, and that was no exception with this one. So I had the rear end rebuilt down there. As you can see, the aluminum cover over the differential, so that's all been rebuilt, and it has new wheel bearings in the back. So that's what needed to be done on it, and that's basically why I got it so cheap and why he got rid of it. He got rid of it because he didn't want to put the money into it, and he just, if I put the money into it, I'm gonna have to keep it for another 5 years. And so he upgraded to a new F-150, and thankfully I got it. So it's seen about 2 winters now, and like I said, the previous owner, his brother, he didn't take the best care of it, but it was only a year into his ownership, so it wasn't all that bad. As you can see, the undercoating is kind of coming off, but it's virtually spotless. It's got the really nice upgraded 20-inch wheels on it. They're riding on these Goodyear Duratrack Wranglers. They have about 60,000 miles on them, which is really cool for such big meaty tires. But like I said, those are getting replaced. Again, that's why I want the video out of before I start doing more things to it. These running boards are rusty. They do this in every terrain and climate. They rust in Florida, so those are Ford running boards for you, good old steel. But I'll try to paint those. Maybe we'll replace them or take them off, but for now they'll still stay the way they are. Again, the wheels really did clean up good, and they really do make this truck, especially with the FX4 and just everything. I know I've mentioned it before, but we actually had a 2004 F-150 just like this back in 03, right when we were one of the first people to get one of these. Ours was white. It was an FX4. It had the black, like the gray cladding down there. Really cool truck. Ours had a sunroof though. But anyways, I've been familiar with these trucks for quite a while, and I've always, it's been hands down my favorite generation, just because how simple it is. Unfortunately, it does have the 5.4. It's been taken care of. All the issues have been taken care of with this one, like spark plugs and basically that. It's been maintenance has not been skipped on it though. But looking at the interior, I just had it detailed today, so it's spotless. It's as clean as it's going to get. Just ever so slight wear on the seat here. This is their sport leather, so I didn't like it at first, but the more I'm around it, the more I do kind of like it. It is a power bottom, and then all the other manual controls. This is basically an XLT with leather, but this was back when FX4 was still a trim, not a package. So looking at the interior, it's basically pretty clean. It does have a little bit of wear on the steering wheel, and I cannot for the life of me find a brand new steering wheel on eBay or FordParts.com, so this is going to be a hard one to replace. The leather is worn a little bit. They all get that way, but it bothers me. The steering wheel is the #1 thing that is like a pet peeve of mine. So I'll start up here. You can see, look at the current mileage of it is 141.69. We have cruise control right here, automatic headlights, fog lights, wipers. It's your basic F-150, nothing too crazy. Looking at everything else, 4-speed automatic. Everything's mechanically perfect with it though. I did put this Sony aftermarket head unit in. I couldn't deal with that Ford stereo system. Of course, we do have an auxiliary jack that would have been nice 5 years ago, but we have nice Bluetooth satellite radio and just all the nice convenient features of a modern day head unit. So yeah, and it sounds really good, really easy to use. I buy, hands down, this is one of the best aftermarket systems I've used. Highly recommend. Of course, single zone climate control. It's your basic, it's just a basic truck here. But yeah, here's the passenger seat. Real clean truck after the interior detail was done. I had it detailed just because it had a kind of a smoky smell to it. So I cannot put up with smoke smell, so I had it detailed and kind of deodorized. But let's open up this booklet here, and we do have the window sticker. As I unfold it, give me a moment. Let's look at the window sticker. Not too many options, but it does have the 20-inch wheels, the leather package, and the 355 rear end. Coming to a total sticker of 37 grand back in 07. Back when trucks were obtainable, right before they started getting to 55 grand just to get a sunroof on one. But that's my own personal opinion, so I'll put that away after the video. But here's the inside of it again. So check out under the hood, excuse me. And as I said, this was Z-parted back when it was brought up to Michigan, so we do have some wax down here, and we do have body plugs. So we do have some Z-bar body plugs there. So I mean, as far as the cab corners go, they're solid. There's no rust. Coming to the rear, again, there's your back seat. It's more of a sport. It's on the nicer end of vinyl, if that's what we're gonna call it. Coming back here again, it's a crew cab, so we have lots of room. Good thigh support, dual mat pockets, of course, and some vents down there with a 12-volt. Carpet is spotless. I do have some Husky liners to throw back into it. So here it is. We have a power sliding glass right there. I wish I had a moonroof, but you can't have everything, and I got to remind myself at the end of the day what I paid for this. It's a no-brainer, right? There's literally no way I could have lived with myself if I would have kept the Windstar and not this. So we also have a really nice hard bed cover too, so that's a really high dollar option. It's a $1,200 option all day. The Ford badge is peeling. I did order a new one of those as well. A lot of them do that. Into the bed, we have a Ford drop-in bed liner, and the liner on here was all tore up, so I took it off. I'll probably buy a new piece or just spray paint it, truck bed coating, but not too worried about it. So, and it's in blue. It's one of my favorite colors on a truck is blue, which I didn't need it, but it was nice that it was blue. This does actually have a Magnaflow exhaust as well. It's got a nice little rumble to it, nothing too crazy. And he lived on a dirt road, so I've been busy for the past couple of days just blowing out the underbody before I get it undercoated for the winter. I've pulled buckets of mud under this thing. I mean, it's insane. But see, the running boards on this side are rusty too. But, all the important things are solid on it. So let's have a power steering line. I'm gonna get that fluid flushed out on it, and that'll probably cut it up. Under the hood is a 5.4 liter V8 Triton. So it was a lot more muddier when I bought it. I cleaned it, but it's still got a long way to go. But other than that, I'm very, very happy with the purchase here, and hopefully we keep this one for a while. I don't have any real plans to get rid of this, so yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video of the new truck. We'll do one more quick walk around of it. Like I said, there's a few things that are going to change, and also I put some rain visors on the front. We're getting some window tint on in a few days, so I didn't put the front ones on just so it's easier for the window tinter. But even the back glass on this is tinted. So there's like, I think that comes to a total of 17% tint on the back all around. So so it'll kind of contrast nice with when the fronts get tinted. So Well, there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed the new vehicle update. As usual, thanks for watching. We'll talk to y'all later.